Hello friends and followers, what is up? It is Christian here with PlaystationFollower. Well, here we are, 2017. We've come a long way of asking, begging, posting in forums, and tweeting at Sony constantly, but Crash Bandicoot is finally coming back to PlayStation. We're a few months from being a year since the announcement was finally confirmed at E3 2016, and we're just a few months out from seeing actual gameplay of the Crash Insane Trilogy Remastered. With the recent trend of PlayStation bringing back old IP and putting it on PSN or remastering it, I'm here today to talk to all of you what that means for the overall history of PlayStation IP and what it means moving forward. Crash Bandicoot is not the only PlayStation IP that's coming back, actually. If you look just back at PSX, we have some more that got confirmed there. Parappa the Rappa, Patapon, Loco Roco, and a Wipeout collection are all coming to PlayStation Network in some form of being HD with trophies. What that says to me is that PlayStation and Sony are both deciding that it's worth it to put enough effort into remasters or HD remakes of these games to gauge interest among their fanbase. If Crash Bandicoot sells well, if Patapon sells well, if Loco Roco sells well, I can't imagine it's selling that well, but if Wipeout sells well, or any PlayStation re-release they're planning on, that's probably going to determine whether or not we get a sequel to one of these games. The most marquee title among all of these is definitely Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot hasn't been on a PlayStation home console since, I want to say, Crash to Insanity. And if he has, it hasn't been Crash. Seeing the amount of time, effort, and work they put in from actually remastering Crash Bandicoot from the ground up, when a lot of people just thought they were going to slap an HD skin on the original games, is really, really amazing. And to see that they're actually doing it, albeit on a smaller scale, with a lot of other franchises they have, is very hopeful for the idea that some PlayStation franchises can be brought back. Things like Ridge Racer, Legacy of Kain, Ape Escape, SOCOM, even Jak and Daxter maybe. Because of what's happening, all of those may as well have another chance of coming out if Sony decides to do something about it. The constant clamoring for Crash Bandicoot to come back has been wild among the internet for the past few years. I myself have been a huge proponent of getting Crash back on the PlayStation 4. I'm so happy he's finally back. So many other people who are much bigger than me on YouTube and online, they've been championing the idea of a Crash remaster, or even bringing him back for Crash 4. And Crash 4, honestly, at this point doesn't seem that far off, if the remaster does well. And if the remaster does do well, maybe a little Purple Dragon might have a chance at coming back to us too. I myself would be ecstatic. Yeah, ecstatic. That's the word I want to use. If Spyro came back to PlayStation systems. Again, in the same vein as Crash, Spyro hasn't been on a PlayStation console since Dawn of the Dragon, I think, but that was even the last sort of core Spyro game, because Dawn of the Dragon was all sorts of weird. And then we got Skylanders. Hopefully, since Activision is working with Sony on the deal with Crash, and Activision also has Spyro under their wing, maybe, just maybe, we have a chance at seeing Spyro the Dragon. I can't think of a pun. But Spyro the Dragon Remastered Trilogy on the PS4. Now that Crash is finally back, I have to think of a new series to champion and place bets on every single time an E3 or a PSX comes around. And at this point, it's looking at either Spyro or Sonic. Sonic has a chance, but Spyro's the underdog here. So with all of this being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this little piece of discussion. Let me know down below what you guys think about this. If you could have any PlayStation series come back from the dead and live again on PS4 in the form of a remaster or a new sequel, what would it be and why? If you did enjoy this, please give us a like and share us around. It really helps us out and keeps us moving with videos for you guys. Be sure to follow us on our socials, at PSFollowers on Twitter, at PlaystationFollower on Instagram, and you can follow me at OneUpChun on Twitter. With all of that being said, greatness awaits, and I'll see you all in the next video.